Welcome!
Welcome to the first episode of Row and Low Vegan NTO.
Knock your socks off with our veganism. So being vegan is cool.
We're going to be making these scones. Lauren here is going to be showing you an incredible buttermilk substitute. Look at those rosy cheeks. Let's make these scones.
Yummers! Welcome back. So we're now in the kitchen. I want to show you the awesome rhubarb. Ta-da! It's glorious. You actually peel rhubarb. The leaves are actually very inedible. They're poisonous. It's toxic to our body, so please don't eat those. Just eat the lovely green and pink rhubarb. So you're gonna wanna peel it, and all you really have to do is, I've already done it, but there's usually a lip, and it will come off kind of like celery. And that's how it is. And then you just chop it. So I've chopped it into little bite-sized pieces because when it does cook, it'll get a little bit smaller. There's lots of water in there. So we've got that. So you get your bowl. You get your all-purpose flour. And now I know we do love our whole wheat, but I'm gonna be honest, to make a really good scone, I'm a firm believer that all-purpose unbleached flour kind of gives you one of the better results. So put into your bowl. Then put your baking soda, baking powder, and your salt into your dry ingredients. Now, because we're not using butter, I have upped the salt just a little bit because you do actually need the salt for the caramelization of the scone and for flavor. Butter packs a lot of salt naturally, and actually because it has sugar in it as well, you get really good caramelization. Once you take that out, you have to kind of add it back in. So I'm sorry to all you people who are like, low sodium. Sometimes it's not always the greatest if you want really good end product. So then we have our coconut sugar. You can use white sugar, but we're gonna do coconut sugar. It looks like brown sugar, but it's not. It's coconut sugar. It's good for baking because if your recipe says 1 cup, you use 1 cup. And then it actually has some, minerals and vitamins, not tons, but it's got a little bit better than your ordinary white basic sugar. And it actually does have a B vitamin in it. Boop, put it in, okay? Toss it all around. Make sure it's all evenly distributed, okay? We've got our lovely coconut oil, extra virgin cold pressed coconut oil. It's a good fat. Don't believe what people are saying it's bad for you. This is not a lot. Plop it in. So now this is kind of where it's going to take a little bit of skill. You kind of want to blend it in with the back of your fork. You're going to cut it. But you don't want to stir it. You want to cut into it and keep lifting it up. Okay? So as you can see, the coconut oil is starting to look like pea-sized little, like sand. We're trying to get almost like a sand sort of consistency. See? Super fast, super easy. Okay? Done. So that is called scone base. This is the base of your scone. Now this is where you can get really fun. You can add any fruit you want, any sort of flavor background, so you can always add vanilla essence. Vanilla is awesome, okay, for baking. It adds such a punch. But today, I want to do lemon, okay? So I've washed my lemon, and we're gonna zest the whole lemon. When you're zesting it, do not go like this, because you'll get the pith. That's very bitter. We're just gonna take the skin off, and it really just needs a few rounds. Grates. Okay. I'm gonna do the whole thing. The good thing about the lemon zest, it has essential oils. Essential oils are really good for you. Get it all in there. Okay. So that's what you want. Let's add our cut and prepped rhubarb. Give it a nice toss. Get it all evenly incorporated. So now it's all mixed. You're gonna make a hole, like a little well. Now, this is the fun part. This is the science. You're probably thinking, ooh, this looks gross. You know what it is? Vegan buttermilk. Almond milk with lemon juice. Duh! So just take your lemon, half it, juice it, and then fill it up with the remainder of the measurement of almond milk. So this is 3/4 cups. I took a lemon, cut it, juiced it, put it in, filled it all the rest up with almond milk. Give it a shake, and as you can see, it's separated and curdled, and we want that. That's essentially what buttermilk is. Okay, so pour it in, get it all in there, and it smells good. Rhubarb actually smells really good. Has a neat smell. Sour, sweet, kind of like a plant. Plants are yummy. Okay, now you're gonna take your spatula, oink oink, and now you're just kind of lifting from under, getting it all gently incorporated. It's not a mix, it's not like this. It's kind of like under, over, as us bakers call folding. And so once it starts to get combined and a little bit too hard to keep stirring, like now, clean off your spatula. Okay, and we're just gonna walk over to a surface, so follow me. Just lightly dust your, no.
Rascal.
Monkey, he loves to lick our legs. Pour it on to the baking surface, okay? Get it all in there. Just a little bit on your fingers, just a little bit, because this is now when you're kind of gonna just knead it into place. Not knead it like bread, I just knead it like together. Look how it's staying together. Oh my God. If you could smell this, guys, I want to smell it raw.
Oh my God.
Yeah, lemon
smells good.
And rhubarb. I think they're kind of like peas and carrots. Like they have to go together. Okay, so now you've just made your little ball. You can roll it out with a rolling pin, but guess what? You don't.
I have a rolling pin.
But you don't. We're gonna do traditional. Scones are always made into a disc, one big disc. Just make sure nothing's sticking. You can see, guys, look how easy this is. Okay, and I'm wearing a dress. There's nothing on my dress, just on my fingers. Boom. Make this for a lovely dinner for whoever. Okay, that's it. You're gonna get your knife and you're gonna cut it down into 8 pieces, as if you're cutting a cake or a pie. And you can hear the yummy crunch of the... So that's how it is. You're gonna grab your...
That looks so good.
Your baking dish, pan, sorry. And look, it's pretty. They're not delicate little guys. I mean, yes, they're delicate, but they're not temperamental. Just put them on your baking sheet, however you see fit. Wow, I can already feel the baking soda and baking powder working with the buttermilk. So that's what buttermilk is for. Buttermilk helps with the tenderization of the gluten and gliadin learn it, in baking. No, I'm just joking, but it helps with tenderizing. Just remember, that's the point of buttermilk. Yes, it adds a flavor, but it's truly more for the science aspect of it. Now, you can finish it off with crystallized sugar. Like there's really big chunks of sugar you can get and you can add it, and that's, you know, it adds a really nice end look, but we don't want to do that. We're gonna just leave them as is because we want to taste the rhubarb, we want to taste the lemon, we want to taste the ingredients. Sugar kind of sometimes just hides it all. So we're gonna leave it and we're gonna put it into a 375-degree oven. You want a hot oven for scones because you need the heat to make them pop, to rise, because we have baking powder. Powder means pop. Baking soda means spread. That's how you can remember these things. S means spread, powder, and pop. Pop. I'm weird. Let's get them into the oven. Boom. And they'll probably bake for 15 minutes. What you're looking for is golden, a little bit of a crunch, a little bit of a rise. They don't need to get huge, they just need to, and that's it. So yeah. So it's been 15 minutes, timer's going off, so let's check those scones to make sure they're okay. So, if there was smell-o-vision, you could smell this. It smells so good. This is after 15 minutes. It's all solid. It doesn't feel like it's dipping down. You can kind of lift it, but you know what? You want to really feel comfortable with it. I'm just going to give it just a little longer. Let's say 2 minutes. These should be good. Okay, oh, we've got Roscoe. He's excited for the scones. So it's been that extra 2 minutes. So here we go. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. I can hear, you can hear it. Do you hear that, guys? That is the rhubarb. The rhubarb singing. That has been, 17 minutes. And I'm just gonna leave them on the cookie sheet to cool down. Not completely, just because if you leave them to cool completely on a hot tray, the steam, which is gonna be the condensation, will actually make them mushy on the bottom. So look at this. How beautiful that is. You see that? Look at that color. That is a nice looking scone base. And it's not falling apart. I mean, yes, it's very hot, but it's easy to pick up. Whereas before, it still kind of wanted to fall apart in the center. Oh yeah. We're gonna let them cool, plate them up, and you're gonna watch us eat them. As you can see by our beautiful man, Roscoe, he knows the scones are ready. So it's probably been, I don't know, 15 minutes. They're still warm, but they're not hot. And beautiful. So now, I'm just gonna plate them up. Rhubarb, like I can feel the rhubarb that's cooked, and it's soft. Like I can feel it coming through. So that's a good sign. You want that. Oh yeah, even the ones up here, they're soft. So just plate them however you see fit. Boom. Okay. And voila. Scones. A la vegan, a la Lauren and Ro.
And Roscoe.
He was a big helper. So yes, as you can see, you can make vegan scones. I've showed you the tips, we've shown you the ingredients. It's really easy. I swear to you, if you say it's hard, then
you crazy.
You crazy. So we're gonna eat these now because we're starving. And they smell so good right now. I can actually feel my mouth salivating. So join us next time on Row and Low Vegan NTO. I was not filming. I thought I pressed it. I'm filming now.
Okay, so I've just eaten one scone.
I am so sorry, guys.
But Lauren was saying some really important things about eating it after it's cooled, because the flavors have a chance to settle and develop bonds with each other.
There we go, I love it.
My first bite I took, they were still quite warm, and it kind of felt like maybe we could have added a little more sugar. But then, now that I'm towards the end, I've decided no, it is quite sweet. But scones aren't supposed to be too sweet, are they?
Not really. Because a scone is meant to be eaten at breakfast.
Yeah. Well,
and you're supposed to add jam and everything, so
okay.
You're supposed to...
This is definitely a breakfast scone. I could eat this for breakfast.
Awesome.
I'm enjoying this a lot. I know Roscoe really wants some, but you can't have any.
Awesome.
Oh.
Peace out, yo.